Right, hello Cancer, I am back with your love reading for the month of June. I must apologise for not posting in May. I was out of the country and really busy, but I am back, so let's see what June holds in store for you. I'm going to start with the singles, followed by the relationship reading. Both have a different layout for cards, so just skip if you need the relationship one. Anyway, let's take a look at your cards. Right, hello Cancer, I am back with your love reading for June. This is the single layout spread. So just to run through your cards, you have the Eight of Swords upright, King of Swords upright, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and you have the Three of Cups upright as right. So definitely at the start and the beginning of June, you have air energy, so that's representative of Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. So if we take a look at the Eight of Swords, this is your present love situation. So for some of you, if you have just started a new relationship with someone, then you're a little bit nervous, you're a little bit wary, because you're not actually sure what to expect yet from this individual and the relationship, and if it's actually going to go anywhere. So you're a little bit, I don't want to use the word confused, but a little bit indecisive about where you should take this and whether the actual person wants commitment. And I think that's the problem, is whoever this person is, and like I said, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, then there could be that element that they're actually afraid of commitment or afraid to take the relationship to the next level. If you're in a controlling relationship, then it could be that you just find that person too much and you almost feel a little bit smothered by that person. So this air energy isn't really very good for you at the start of the month. So if you're starting June with any of those signs, then I think you need to reevaluate whether you should be even trying to work things through with this person and working on a relationship. This card can also represent you being cheated on or being deceived or fooled by an individual, whether they've actually been manipulating you. And again, because this is the energy, the present love situation, if you've just come out of a relationship with somebody, then this energy could still be lingering presently in your thoughts. So, it can represent an ex. So, I think that feeling of being cheated on and manipulated, it's still there for you, it's still present, in the start of June, and it's lingering. And I think that's causing you to actually reevaluating relationships, your love life. Why did you stay with somebody who was so bad for you and they've really knocked your self-esteem? And this is the time for you to go into June and actually learn to love yourself again and believe in yourself as well. So present desires, your desires for the month of June, you have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords can actually be representative of air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it can also represent Capricorn as well. So for some of you, you're attracted to somebody who's quite a strong character. Look at this man, strong, powerful, opinionated. Maybe you find that quite overwhelming, but you accept them anyway because you're infatuated with them, you desire them. But remember, don't let their strengths suppress you and your personality, okay? Remember, it should never turn abusive. But this person doesn't believe in love at first sight the way you do, and he'll think with his head and rule with his head rather than his heart. But that is your present desires for the month of June. So then we go in to the unexpected for June for you singles. So you have the Hermit card. The Hermit represents the sign Virgo. So it could be that a Virgo is going to in some way surprise you. So whether somebody new is going to come in and cause you to reflect, or whether this is someone from your past, but this is a card that represents a time for reflection. So For some of you, you may be reflecting about, actually, do I stay single? You may be questioning whether you should stay single because actually you're feeling so low in confidence that actually I'm never going to make Mr. or Mrs. right. They're not going to come along soon. And you'll start to be overwhelmed with thoughts of that. You know, it's possible as well that a romance from your past will be rekindled, or that the person will just try and come back in. But you actually really need to ask, is this what I want? You know, why is this person coming back? You know, sometimes when people come back, it's because they know that you're on the dating scene, and sometimes it's a case of they don't want you, but they don't want somebody else to have you. So you always need to question when somebody comes back and how authentic it actually is, because I do feel that it's time, Cancer, for you to move in a different direction, because this relationship from the past wasn't working. So, you know, it's a time to look forward, and the reason I say that is because of your two final cards. Now, for your near future, you have the Ace of Cups. Now, this is one of the best cards that you can have in love because it's so positive, and it means that somebody is coming in, a new relationship is coming in, and it is going to work so well for you. You're going to be so compatible with this person. You know, it's just about passion, connecting on a spiritual level, physical level, everything. Your best friend, and it's going to make you feel really good about yourself again, which is what you need, because you've had some, you know, bad times here. So this is really good to see. And the interesting thing is, for your future as well, you have Cups again. So Cups is representative of water signs. So Scorpion, Cancer or Pisces coming in for you. And you know, if you have your eye on one of those signs and you're wondering about a future with them, then yes, you will have a future with them, because this new relationship is coming in and it looks really, really positive, Cancer. So for your future, you have the Three of Cups. So again, you know, new relationship coming in, and it's really good because you're going to be compatible with them. And you know, for some of you, if you're only looking to date and you don't want anything serious, then you're going to have really good times, you know, on the dating scene. So that's really good. It can also mean a reunion with somebody from the past, a lost love again, but you know, and you could rekindle something with a water sign of Scorpion, Cancer or Pisces. So I think it's really good to focus on the end of the month, so your future, because it looks really, really positive that, you know, somebody new is coming in, a new relationship, and actually it's going to be really, really good for you, Cancer, and I'm so pleased. Anyway, let me know if this resonates with you. I look forward to seeing you in July. Take care. Goodbye. Right, hello Cancer, this is your relationship spread for the month of June, so I'm just going to run through the cards. You have the reverse Wheel of Fortune, the reversed Knight of Cups, the reverse King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles upright, and the Star card as your outcome card. So Cancer, what's going on in your relationship? Well, Cancer, how you feel about your relationship or your partner. You have the reverse Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is actually, I see it as quite a dark card for relationships, because it means that all those dark feelings that you feel, it's almost like the demons, the monsters, all the bad has come to the surface now. You know, it's actually coming to the surface, and that is how you're feeling. You're being overwhelmed by all these deep thoughts, and you're reflecting about your relationship. I think it's got to the point now where your relationship is not fulfilling you, and you know it's coming to an end if it isn't already at that point, because you can't cope now. You can't cope with these dark thoughts that are consuming you. You know, it's making you feel really depressed. It's a time for reflection. Look how she's looking in the mirror. you know, you're going to be reflecting about the relationship and actually thinking really long and hard about how you feel and how this relationship is making you feel, because you're in a dark place. That's basically what it means. You're in a dark place. And so for your partner, what do they get? Well, how your partner feels about the relationship. Again, reversed. The reversed Knight of Cups. So this card, when it's actually in reversed, represents deception. Okay, so someone in the relationship is cheating and being adulterous, and they're being seduced by somebody else, you know, and this comes about because they are bored. They're bored in their relationship, so they go and look elsewhere. If it's any consolation, the people that they're actually cheating with are dishonest too. These people are shallow. The person doing the cheating, the person they're cheating with, are shallow, not very nice people. They don't care who they hurt, you know, they're dishonest. So that's what's going on here in this relationship. Both of you are feeling emotional about this relationship. It's overwhelming, even for your partner now. What's going on here is overwhelming for both of you. It's gone to a dark place. But strangely enough, your partner actually feels that you can work through these issues, but only if you want to. But I don't feel that you do, because you're contemplating the end with this card. So, and yeah, sure, they're the one that's cheating. They've had their cake and eaten it. Why wouldn't they want to just stay in the relationship? But for you, you know that it's all just too much now, and that you see an end. So where your relationship is at, you have the reverse King of Wands. So this represents that there's a man who is deceitful. He doesn't care again. This is about not being honest. He's hiding something, and he really doesn't care what he does. He thinks he's in control. He thinks he's the boss. He's in charge. He can do what he wants. Sod anybody else's feelings, and he doesn't care about the destruction. It's almost like aggressive behavior in a way, and that's what's going on in this relationship. And this also in reverse can represent you're at this point in your relationship, because this is what this card is about. It's where your relationship is at, where you, either one of you or both of you, are really looking and thinking about, where is this relationship going? Where is this relationship at? What can be done in this relationship? And you're both in that mindset at the moment. But yeah, definitely the one person is deceitful and actually doesn't care. And that's the awful thing. They don't care. So what your relationship needs, so you have the Ten of Pentacles. Well, this actually is about trying to move on to a happier place, and needing to know that the other person cares about you. So that could represent your partner and you, those feelings. But you know, based on what's going on here, it's very dark, it's very deceitful, and you have to ask, actually, is it worth putting that effort in to make the relationship work? You know, if you're wanting the relationship to be happy ever after and feeling as a couple again, you know, then, you know, you have to put that effort in. But it's you're questioning whether you should. That's the problem. For your future, you have the Star card. So if you decide, Cancer, to end your relationship because it's just not working for you anymore, then the Star card actually is an excellent time to meet someone new. So if you've decided to part ways, then this card is all about hope. This represents hope. So, you know, don't be worried or don't be scared to walk away, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. and this is really, really good. For those of you that decide actually you do want to stay in the relationship, then with the Ten of Pentacles, working through your problems, talking, getting to the bottom of the root of the problems, what's causing this deception and the cheating, and trying to move on to a better level and a better future, then yeah, in the future this signifies hope for the relationship. So it really does depend on you, Cancer. It depends on you what you decide to do. If you decide to walk away, then you're going to have a hopeful future with meeting someone new, which is really, really good. And then you should check out the single part of this reading as well, because it was actually a really good outcome for Cancer, for single Cancerians. So yeah, let me know what you're going to do. It'll be interesting to know. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you in July. So take care, keep positive, don't let these dark thoughts overwhelm you. And if your partner is deceiving you in some way, whether cheating on you with somebody else or deceiving you with money or whatever it could be, then you need to evaluate the relationship and the impact it's having on you. But for your future, yes, there's hope, and just keep remembering that there's always hope. Okay, so take care, Cancer. See you soon. Bye.